I was on a good approach coming in slow, and the wind dropped out from under me, and I started falling fast. Way faster than I could gracefully recover from, so I'm going to go around. Had a little bit of a tailwind too, which I didn't like, so just going to go around and play it the smart way. One thing that you find by aviation is not to get all philosophical on you, but it does teach you a lot of life lessons, things that at least remind you of, like this bar, for example. Just tried to land Mary's bar, had a good approach, good plan, good setup, preparation was there, but in execution it just didn't pan out the way I thought it would. And a lot of times life happens just like that. I mean, let's take this trip that we're doing today, for example.
Sometimes you can make a preparation and it just doesn't work out exactly the way you thought it would. But that's okay. You have to be willing to adapt and just find a way to overcome. Make the best out of what you have. We had originally started out this adventure with a plan of pretty much a flight of 5 or 6 airplanes. But one thing or another, family events, work situations come up, and our flight of 6 is boiled down to a flight of 2. Me and old faithful Robert, who you saw, he flew with me to Arkansas. He's on his way from Statesboro, and he's going to meet me on Creighton Island. When people started having to bail out of the trip, there was a small part of me that said, I really don't know if I'm going to know anybody besides Robert here at this airstrip. So I started to just bow out myself. But I thought, when else am I going to get to camp on this private island? Definitely not this year. So we're going to press through, and I'm going to go make some new friends.
I already had the airplane packed anyway. I enjoy camping. I enjoy people. So really, I've got no decent excuse for not coming. All right, let's go. Working my way down the river. I'm not promising that I won't hit any other bars, but I will say, this is the furthest bar south that I have ever landed is Mary's Bar. If I can find me one more bar along the way and land it, I will have accomplished something new on this trip. Robert just texted me and said he's on the ground, so I'm like 35 minutes behind, but there's one bar right here that I have to land. It looks perfect. I have to. I just have to. And all right, after this one bar, I'm going. I'm done. I'm headed south, straight shot. And there's people fishing out here all over the place. He was videoing and waving, so that means he's a friendly. Friend or foe, we have to decide that sometimes out here. Oh, a little rough. I might say so myself. Cool. I mean, I don't know what this bar is called. I'm sure Tony has played on it before. All right, let's go. New bar in the books. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm going. I promise. Here we go. Creighton Island bound right here. Oh man, there's one more. Let me just look at this one more right here. Oh, that's doable right there. That's doable right there. No, all right, I'm going. I may hit that one tomorrow on the way back. How about that?
So be ready. Now it began.
Looks like we're about 6 minutes out. We are about to cross Interstate 95. I've got Creighton Island in sight. Now the private strip that we're going to is on the south end of the island. I'm gonna do an inspection pass. Now one of the things, there's a lot of, I think, cattle and feral hogs here on the island. A lot of wildlife, so you have to just make sure that nothing's on the runway. With as many airplanes as I'm guessing is out there, I'm sure they've got it run off, but I don't want to make an assumption. and Creighton Island traffic out of Blue Citabria 5 miles to the north. Inbound, doing an inspection flight. Creighton Island. Man, just a huge blessing to be able to do this.
A huge circle in Creighton Island, Brian.
Yes, sir. What's that?
You gonna land this time?
Yeah, I'm gonna come in and land this time. I guess the winds are favoring coming in out of the north.
Slightly.
What's up, Robert? Old faithful Robert. Hello, sir. Long time no see. Been I guess a couple years at this point. Yeah. Everything's good for you?
Welcome. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate you. Hello, sir.
Bobby Proposing. Nice to meet you, Brian.
I'm Brian.
Subscriber.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Peer pressure got you?
Got me. A man should only have to go to one wedding.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Corey, how you, brother? Good to see you, man. All right, we've made it to Creighton Island. A decent little turnout here, so I'm gonna get my camp set up and go explore the island before it gets dark. I'm Brian.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bud. Nice to meet you.
I'm from up in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, cool.
Yeah, this is my dad, Gary.
Yeah, I'm Brian.
Gary.
Nice to meet you, Gary.
This thing's pretty cool.
Y'all doing? Good, good. That's a good looking bird right there. Man, that's a pull on my heartstrings right here. Oof. You enjoying the tinted windows?
I love it.
Oh yeah, I bet. Are they gonna be bad tonight?
Right about when it gets dark.
Oh yeah. This is really cool, but it's real shaky, kind of sketchy.
Put it on his barge and brought it over here.
You might have to tote me up the rest of the way.
Put it back together.
All right. If you want to know how out of shape you are, I'll let Corey talk you into climbing a fire tower.
Feels like we're 300 feet in the air.
Well,
I think we're only about 75 feet.
yeah, hey, maybe 100 at
I
least.
think it's 100 to the top.
Oh man. So it sounds like, as Corey was telling me, that Frank got this from forestry at auction or bought it.
Yep. So it takes 3 people to take it apart and put it back together. So they went, I think he paid like $200 for it. They went and took it apart, 3 guys, put it on his barge, brought it over here. 3 guys put it back up, put it up in sections all the way to the top.
And we're just hoping that they put it together right.
Yeah. We heard that they put it together, didn't anchor it down at the bottom yet. So.
And we're real top heavy right now. So, oh dang, there's a bunch of wasps up here, bud.
Come in, dude. No way. Daniel, you holding it from tipping?
All right, we climbed all the way up to the top, and it's covered in wasps. So,
Friendly wasps.
yeah, they're friendly right now. Beautiful view. Y'all watched the sunset up here last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying not to hear it. Floor's cracking. When you're climbing this big old fire tower and it wobbles with the weight of people climbing on it and sways in the wind, a little sketch, but nonetheless pretty cool. We're just doing a little bit exploring on the island, and Frank's got a lumber mill out here too where he cuts trees off of the island and builds the camp houses and things like that. So that's pretty neat. The fact that they're self-sufficient, self-sustaining out here is really neat. This is a really cool place to fly into. Again, it's private. You have to have prior permission to come in. But man, such a big shout out to Frank and his family for giving us the permission to fly in, and big shout out to the RAF for helping sponsor this weekend's fly in. Man, it's just really cool. Here in Georgia, man, we've got the access to mountains at the north, the beautiful rivers along the way in the middle, and then here's beautiful coastal Georgia here. Again, in my opinion, it's hard to beat flying in Georgia. Low Country Bowl at 4 o'clock. We probably better start working our way back. What's so crazy about this is it literally looks like where they would film the new version of Swiss Family Robinson. And if you're too young to remember that, sorry for the age reference there. But it is absolutely beautiful here. They have these like bunk houses scattered out over here on the coastal side. It's just impressive. What we come to look at now is a shooting range. Corey said he's got a metal target set out here like a mile and a half. And what we're looking at here, you won't be able to see it, but along the edge here, there's some white targets set up for long range shooting. I think it'd be fair to say that is the coolest shooting range that you could have.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there ain't many places you can shoot a mile.
Yeah, on the beach.
Yeah, on the beach.
Creighton Island is absolutely one of the coolest places that you can fly an airplane into. Think about it. It's a privately owned island on the coastal side of Georgia. It's actually one of our barrier islands. And the owner, Mr. Frank Williams, a couple times a year partners with the RAF and allows us to fly in and use his facilities. But he doesn't just allow you to use it. Mr. Frank has that just superior, top-notch Southern hospitality that it would be hard to find really anywhere else. We spent a little while walking around the island and really just soaking up the scenery, but there was really too much to see to even show on a video. Legit, I could probably sit on here for an hour just letting you scroll through the footage that I captured, but that really wouldn't do it justice, and you probably ought to just fly in for yourself. After we got through eating our Low Country Bowl and enjoyed a scrumptious pound cake for dessert, we found ourselves huddled around the fire and doing what pilots do best, telling war stories. This is often my favorite side of a flying trip, is when you're getting around a group of pilots that maybe you don't know that well or you've never met. But when you all sit around that campfire, one of the really cool things about aviation is it really has a way of uniting people, and that common ground you share really allows you to pull up a chair beside a campfire next to anybody and strike up a conversation. Hey, Robert, what's the neighbor you got? Neighbor right there? Yep. Good morning from Creighton Island. I needed one more blanket last night that I did not have, so I froze my butt cheeks off. But to wake up with this view that I'm about to show you is pretty epic.
We can float along the water from the rivers to the sea, go and drift away with the tide. We could sweat all through the summer and the winter.
All right, so we are packing up camp. We weren't necessarily going to be in a hurry to get out of here today, but We knew there was a little wind coming in, but I don't think I paid attention to just how much wind was coming in. And as it started picking up and gusting some, Robert and I, sitting back at camp eating breakfast, kind of gave each other that look like we probably need to get out of here. So, packing up the stuff. Probably half the airplanes have already departed out this morning. But I want to be able to go back down to camp and tell everybody goodbye. Great group of guys that's camping out here with the RAF this weekend. Definitely can't wait to get back, but right now, one thing I've got to do before I get out of here is coming in on the coast. I obviously ate up a bunch of no-see-ums and gnats. So before I get out of here, I want to tell you about something that's really going to help me, and that's AeroGuard, right? You've heard the latest buzz from Trent and all the other online creators because Chris and his team over there at Aeroplex has made a wonderful product, AeroGuard, and in my opinion, it really is the best window cleaner you can get on the market for our plastic windows. Not only does it clean it really well, makes it crystal clear, but it also fills in some of those micro scratches that you see in your swirls, and it's far superior than anything else I've seen on the market. I'll put a link down in the description that you can click if you want to check it out, or go to the website, use code BrianScrews at checkout. It'll save you 15%. But either way, thought you might like it. So Robert's about to fire up and take off. I want to go tell Mr. Frank goodbye, thank him for the hospitality, and just letting us, I'm like a broken record, but just thanking him so much for letting us come out here. One thing about this YouTube business is the camera will never do justice to what you really can see and experience, but maybe it's just enough glimpse to get you in the airplane and coming down here next year.
This thing has been temperamental the past, I don't know, probably 3 times that I have cranked it in these cooler temperatures. It is a booger to get crumb. I'm gonna try to build up as much speed on the ground and low as I can and then climb out. One of the complicated things about flying these coastal islands is, like right now the wind is, luckily it's more favorable down the runway, but when there's a crosswind off the coast, you know, it's just a straight wind off the coast or off the inland, you get this mechanical turbulence right over the top of these trees and these tight little runways like this, and it's a recipe for a sporty takeoff, I would say. And Creighton traffic, blue Citabria lining up 180.
All right, blue Citabria.
Thanks again, Frank.
I'll come back soon.
Just like that. Gotta be prepared for it. That mechanical turbulence coming over those trees. I tried to build up speed down in the trees because I knew once I lifted right above those trees it was going to kick me, and it did. Good gracious alive. Woo. Man, it is a bucking bull up here today. This is not when you want to bring your wife and kids flying with you. Whoa, easy, easy, baby. Dial it back in.
By JLS citation, 684 Delta Tango, 13 miles to the west. We'll be joining left traffic, landing 25 by Daily.
Oh.
And that's a wrap. Man, what a cool adventure. Got to meet some new friends. Glad I went. Definitely glad I stuck it out and went. Thank you again, Mr. Frank, for allowing us to fly in and enjoy your home place and the hospitality. First class. You can tell that you guys have put a lot of work into it, and it's just so cool that you open up your arms and allow strangers like us to come in and become friends. It's just a cool thing about the aviation community. I'm not going to keep rambling. Remember, if you want to save some money on the AeroGuard, click the link down in my description or use code BrianScrews at checkout. It'll save you 15%. But other than that, I'll see you on the next one.